Hello, everybody, and what we're going to talk about today is some really deep stuff. I'm going to continue along with this series regarding star seeds. I'm trying to wake up all star seeds. You know, we have some interruptions from the parasitic beings that hide sometimes in the shadows or in other races' colors, and sometimes very rare in our race. If you haven't already, please go and check out the playlist that I have, not only on my website at lasoniaoccultist.com, but I also have uploaded them on here. Tons of videos regarding star seeds. I have created a playlist just titled Star Seeds, so you can go and binge that. Just to give you a brief synopsis of who the parasite is. As I mentioned before, the parasite comes in many forms. The parasite comes in the opposite race. The parasite has always been an enemy of the starseed. The starseed is the god and goddesses that have fallen. And we are trying to make our way home. That is the only negotiation that we will do. We're trying to make our way home. And what I'm doing here with these videos is just basically exposing deeper truths, no fiction, no jargon and things like that, just all truth. So if you're a fellow starseed, tune in and we're going to begin right now. The video is basically going to be about how do you as a starseed, male or female, know if you have been violated by a parasite. Yes, that's what this video is going to be about. Did you know, I have my notes here and it says, let me place it here. Okay. I typed this up early this morning, you guys. I was on it. It says, did you know when you read about alien kidnappings and taking people to other planets, they were referring to you, starseed, you and I. I say the planets were always referring to other worlds, doors / rooms. In the previous videos, I have mentioned what doors are, what the other worlds are. It's basically when you go to sleep, you don't just go to a dream. They are not dreams. They are filled and consisted with your past life memories, present information, things like that, all regarding the star seeds. Let's say, what happened to the starseed, you in particular, in your dreams, what in your so-called dreams. They are not dreams. They are other worlds, consist of your past lives. I don't care how how abnormal they look. Those are all things that you have seen and experienced. They are yours. That's why here, when you go and try to find someone that may be able to, or you feel may be able to interpret them, it's hard. They cannot interpret your world. Those are your experiences. You walked through that. You experienced that. You went through that. That is your lives. You are literally viewing your lives when you fall asleep. And in those realms, in those areas, parasites gets to travel to that area too. You are a time traveler as well. You travel not only in the present, past, but you can also merge to the future. And when you merge to the future, you have stipulated as a fellow starseed that there will be no more future other than you returning home. You have said, and we have all seen what their futures look like from the way that they treat us here. This is the only thing that the parasitic being has offered us on the galactic board, is to sit and suffer in this place, in this space they call Earth. We no longer want Earth. We want to return to our proper home, the place where we emerged from, the place where we came from. And that is the only thing that we're trying to get. We're trying to build up our light, our cosmic light, our own individual cosmic light. that they keep on trying to steal, because the light is creative energy that you create with. You have all created the things that you see around you. We have given them enough. All their houses, all their monetary value are things that we tried to create for ourselves, but was snatched. They snatched them from previous lives and placed them here. And now we see them around them, and they are given to other people and not us. There's no excuse why a starseed does not have the proper monetary value. We are the rulers of everything. We are the beginning, the original. We originated with the supreme, us, starseeds. Starseeds is light. There is no darkness in us. There is only love. That is it. The parasite does not feel love. The parasite is not able to create, so therefore it sucks all our light. It attempts to suck all our light, and it has been trapping us here, because if we leave, this place will be dark, cold, and gloom. They are trying to trap us here with all these different type of things. They cannot pacify us with their watered down entertainment. That is not working for us. All we want to do is go home. There would be no negotiation on that matter with any starseed, any true starseed. We all feel the same way. We feel homesick and we are ready to go. Irregardless of what we see here, we all see it as a trap. Love does not come free here. We do not feel love without feeling pain. We do not feel healthy without sometimes feeling sick. We do not feel happy without sometimes feeling sad, and that is not the way that a starseed's true life goes. We always feel higher vibrations, love, happiness, peace, joy. That is us, and that is what they have stolen from us and have us being here thinking that it is normal to feel those things. And no, it is not for you, starseed, or for me. We are only supposed to feel and receive higher vibration and higher vibrations of energy in our individual light. They keep trying to tap into it and take it. We have been re-looped as far as reincarnation over and over again, over 1 billion years. This is not our first time here. They usher us through those doors as we go to sleep up into other worlds. And that's what I'm going to get into, the things that they do to us. I mentioned briefly in other videos about that. But I'm going into a little bit deeper subject on the matter. Okay, so I wanted to say all that. I'll start over. It said, did you know when you have read about aliens kidnapping and taking people to other planets, they were referring to you. The planets were always referring to other worlds, doors, rooms when you go to so-called sleep. Okay. It says here, sometimes they have kept you in there so long you would not be able. No, sometimes they have kept you in there so long you would consider them other lives. You would not know the difference. You would be so far entrapped in those spaces that you would not remember that when you first entered that door, as far as that life, as far as that world, that you thought it was just a dream. But you was there so long that it solidified into you thinking that it is another life. You don't remember exactly how you got there. You got there from this. And it's just as easy, again, I repeat, as walking through a door. And then you walk through another one. And then you walk through another one. And then you walk through another one. And every time you solidified that space, you called it a life the same way you do now. Okay. I said, I explained before, the lack of time or the manipulation of time in other spaces makes it easier for them to make you think you have only been asleep a few hours, when in fact it could have been years. When in fact it could have been years when you finally return to your current space, which may be this one. Everything will look and appear like nothing has changed when you return. They will set the space. They would have had enough time while you're there for billions of years to set the space where it looks exactly how you left it. Although that feeling in your body, starseed, would know that something is wrong, you will feel out of place. And the only thing you will long for, if you can hear them outside. You guys, they have been doing that all morning since 10 o'clock this morning. It does not take all that time to mow a small piece of land, but I will continue on talking. Please check out the other videos on sound. The way that they try to manipulate you when that light, your cosmic light, is coming into your third eye. Yes, okay. I say everything will look and appear like nothing has changed when you return to your current space. As I sit here, I'm pulling down my cosmic light. And although when you start pulling down your own, I side note, when you start pulling down your own cosmic light from your original home, they're slowing down. And I hope you can hear those sounds. They're slowing down. That means that I am fighting the battle on this side, and my spiritual team, my fellow starseed ancestors, are fighting as well behind that veil. They have hid our senses from us where we cannot see or hear, or far as hear our ancestors and things like that. We only hear the mechanisms that they use. It has completely stopped. I hope it picked up that audio. They want us to think that we are not emerging and winning this battle, this ongoing battle. And they will keep on and keep on, but you have to remain strong, Starseed. You have to see through their antics. They will try to stop you at every corner from knowing the truth. Don't believe anybody's truth, including mine. Believe your own. Know that your gut will not lie to you. Know that your own intuitive spirit will not lie to you. It is your light. Your light knows all truth. And the more you pour your personal own light into you, your truth will emerge and bloom like a flower. There is nothing they can do to stop that. Not a lawnmower, not an airplane that watches you, not a phone, not a bang on a door, not a irritating family member or friend. Not a confrontation, nothing. Not a loss of a job, a loss of a car, a broken down car, or anything, loss of anything. There's nothing they can do to stop a starseed. Nothing, but they will try and they will fail. This is our time. Their time is up, and I know you have seen or heard that before. But this is our time, Starseed. Come out, emerge, say what you need to say. Talk to your fellow starseeds. Share this video as well. Let's wake them up. It's been enough time of sleep. That's their method to place us asleep. We're not tired anymore. We're fully energized with our own cosmic energy. Okay, now I have here, they cover up their area. Like when you go into those doors, they cover up the area by making the area look like a place that's familiar to you. So therefore you wouldn't even know. Sometimes they make the area look dreamlike, where you would just think that you're just in a dream and it's nothing more than a dream. But what they have done is manipulated your optical nerves in there. Not just metaphysic, not just fake, but more so physical. They have literally done experiments and things on you when you walk through those doors, but they place you back here or place you in a certain space where it looks the same. You would not know the difference. All those around you don't know the difference either. And then I got here, one of the ways that you have I'm going to go into detail how you know if they have taken or you have moved and all this stuff. It says, how do you know you have been violated in one of those worlds and doors and have been taken there and was there for a while? Sometimes you wake up in a space in cold sweats. There's absolutely no reason for you to wake up damp, wet, and cold sweats without being sick. And even with the sickness, that means that some type of chemical may have been injected into you. Especially if you know you keep your body well. And 1 second you was okay and the next minute you wasn't. That's because you have been traveling and they have been doing certain things to you, injecting you with certain things that you don't remember or see. This is not a game. This is very serious. If this video is not for you, please click off. If not, let's just continue. So that's one of the things. Waking up in cold sweats, you should always question that. Always pull down your light, your own specific light. You do not want to pull other people's light towards you. You pull your own, your original light. That light is geared towards you and your vessel, and your light is geared towards you. It doesn't belong to anyone else. You pull it down from your cosmic space, the light that was given to you from the Supreme. It will build a force field around you. That's what starseeds have forgotten. And so many have passed through our auric field and was able to pull us to different spaces and force us to stay there because we have forgot about our protective shield. We have been depending on someone else to protect us, whether it's deities or other beings and things like that. That's how some of the deities were able to work with the parasitic being into tricking us and making us look up to them when in fact we are the original gods and goddesses. Don't look for a god to come here. Don't look for a goddess to come here. They are already here. It is you and it is I, and it is time for us to go home, to ascend to our true home. Starseed. Okay, the other thing is you will wake up with a massive headache. It will feel like you have literally been shot with a gun in your temporal region. It will be pounding. And you know, you only remember before you went to sleep, you felt well. You felt okay. But when you wake up, you don't. Okay, the other thing is, I said, it will appear like you have foggy brain, like you've been like in a daze or whatever, and you're not sure where you are at first. All sense of time is like gone, like you're just in a daze when you wake up. Another part is you will have dried up private areas. Now, I said I'm going deep. Your private region would be dried, extremely dry, like you need moisture. Not just your private region, but your mouth and your air and your body will feel like you haven't had water for days. It will feel like you will be extremely thirsty because they have been doing things to you, having relations with you. You have been through so much and you don't even know. It just feels like you just been there for 8 hours or however long you think that it takes you to sleep. But you have returned back to that space and you didn't even know you was gone that long, or they have been doing those things to you. Okay, you will also have unexplainable bruises on your body, marks on your arms from being bound, but you wouldn't know that you have been bound. You would just think that maybe you don't even know what it is. But sometimes it's sore and sometimes it's not. Sometimes, most of the time, they try to make it where it's not sore, where it's just an image, something that you see. But it was a full-on bruise. Maybe it was an open wound there that had healed when you finally made it back here to your current space. Most likely it was that. The other thing, you will feel the feeling of just you will have the feeling of just feeling like you just woke up out of a deep sleep, like you've been asleep forever, like you have had some anesthesia previously. It will be like a deep, deep, deep sleep. That's the feeling. You will have no memory of the so-called, that they call it, dream, but it's not a dream. We already described it. Far as they are other worlds that you have been to so long, those so-called dreams, that you call them, that you may be able to call them other lives. Yes, other rooms, just like walking into another room. Let me see. Yeah, you will have no memory of that. They will take your memory. So be aware when you say, I never remember my dreams. They aren't dreams in the first place, but be aware of that statement of your memory being taken. That is the number one thing that all parasitic beings learn how to do, including their deity allies. They learn how to do those things, wipe your memory, and implant fake ones into you. Okay, the other thing is waking up extremely nauseous, like you've been drinking or you've been drugged, and you know you don't do either, or you know you haven't done either. Pay attention to that. That's from all the things and substances they have been pumping in your system to keep you in that space, to keep you dazed in that world, without knowing that your true current space is available to you and you should return there, but you have no sense of where it is. I wonder if some of you, like me, have wandered some of those worlds and wondered, I can't find my way home. I can't find my way home. And you think that it's just normal in those spaces, but you have actually been trying to get home, not at first to your cosmic home, but at least to your current safe space, because you know those worlds is not safe. They have been doing all type of things to you there. And the beings around you just act like it's normal, but they all know you, Starseed. But you did not know who you were. But now you do. This is a sign that it is a different time. This is a sign that our allies are around us now. This is a sign that they cannot put us to sleep, torture us, or do any type of perverse things to us anymore. We are awakened, and it won't be long before we are able to ascend home. Okay, the other thing is the body or private area soreness. It feels extremely sore because they let other not interdimensional beings, but other parasitic beings and deities, where they call it and list it as astral sex when it is not that. They are literally taking advantage of you, using your body, selling your body because you have no memory of it. And this go for male or female starseeds. They know you, but you do not know you. They know how you have gotten there, but they don't share that information with you. But I will. I'm calling all starseeds to wake up. I'm not afraid of this message. And it is no game. Those that's meant to hear it will hear it. The other thing I got here, when you wake up in your current space, you will feel creeped out in your own space. It will no longer feel safe. Pay attention to that, Starseed. That means you have went somewhere else where it was extremely terrifying, and you have been there. That your normal, cozy room does not feel the same, or the place of your sleeping choice that you remember. The other thing I said here that I typed here is you will barely be able to open your eyes sometimes when you return here. They will be extremely heavy no matter what you do. That's another sign. I wrote here, note, sleep paralysis is not an experience you have in this current world. You just think that it's happening to you here. It is not. What you are experiencing is being there with the parasite, doing all manners of acts on you. Remember, I said the other worlds is as thin as a paper. Excuse me. They trick you by making the area look exactly like your room or the place you remember going to sleep. That's how they trick you. I am arming you with this information. You will not be able to be tricked again. You should not fall asleep after this. You should stay woke and repeatedly watch those videos if you have to, because one of the other things that they do is our lack of interest. Things that's supposed to be important to us, we just let them fade away. They don't seem important. Why? Because they move us over to something else that they can kind of drain our energy and get our energy and put their thoughts into us. And I told you that they use television, they use music, they use all sorts of different tricks that they learn on these galactic boards. You are the focus of those meetings, Starseed. You are always the focus. When I used to make those videos before and said that this life is about you, this life is about you. It is not about anyone else other than us. You are the focus on those galactic boards, and the focus is to keep you bound and trapped here. It is not okay for you to be here. It's so many things that you don't remember, so many things that you don't know about yourself, and that you are supposed to be happy every single day. You are supposed to be happy every single day. And if you are not, that is a red alert that something is wrong. Extremely wrong. Okay, you guys, that's going to end this message. If you haven't already, please take the time and check out all those other videos. If you need services and things from me, hey, you know I offer them. I have ancestor readings, love, relationship readings, spiritual clothing, spiritual books. I'm always doing a ritual to try to get others to open up to receive their own cosmic light during these rituals. Having our ancestors assist us, which are fellow star seeds. I do spirit team tarot reading and ancestor research, where you guys can, you know, research your ancestors, our fellow star seeds, find their census records and documents and things like that. You know, let us be endowed with the strength of them, you know, but have them assist us with having our own. You know, that's the main goal, for you to gather your own light, stand on your own 2 feet. You know, we don't take any handouts as far as that over here. We want our own light. And we're very selfish of our light. Let's be selfish when it comes to our light. We need that light to ascend and go home. And that's the only place that we ever want to be, home.